Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stephanie Jimenez from the Roto Beast team, and I'm here to present you our NFL Week 6 running back picks. As always, if you want to watch our full video, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel at Roto Beast. And if you want to play the actual lineups that we're playing, please visit our website at www.rotobeast.net. This week compared to last week, there's a lot more running backs to like. All the way from the top to the bottom, we got a lot to go over. So let's kind of just jump into it. I'm going to start with the top guy. I think it's Todd Gurley. He's going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He had a bad week last week. I definitely think he's going to bounce back this week. He's been the second most used running back in the league this season. He has 100 rushing attempts and he has 29 targets in his first 5 games of the season. The guy just gives you a solid floor. When somebody's getting used, 40% of the time in an offense, they're going to give you that floor that you're looking for cash games. I definitely like him to bounce back this week. He's a clear workhorse for the Rams. There's not much else to say about it. So you got to look at Todd Gurley. I like him on the higher end. Next we'll talk about Leonard Fournette. The rookie, he's going against the Rams on the other side of the ball. This guy's just been good. Plain and simple. He leads the league in carries with 109 carries. He's another guy that's just a straight workhorse for his team. The Jaguars, they suck at throwing the ball. They can't throw the ball, so they decide, hey, let's give it to Fournette every time and see what he can do for us, and hopefully he can help us win some games. And last week he broke off for a 90-yard run, so it showed us his speed that he has. So I really like this rookie. He's been really, really good. The Rams, they're definitely worse this year against the run than they have been against the pass. So I really like Fournette. He gives you a solid floor as well, on the higher end of running back picks. He's a good play. Next, we'll go down to Devontae Freeman. This guy, he's just been a stud. He's the stud that nobody talks about. He's going against the Miami Dolphins, who absolutely have zero offense, okay? So they're just bad, plain and simple. Atlanta has the highest implied total at 28.5 points. They're a big favorite at a negative 11.5. I definitely think that they're going to get up early, and I think that they're going to run the ball a lot. And they've been showing that Freeman's going to get his 20 carries regardless, and he's been the guy that they're giving the ball to in the red zone. The guy leads the league with 5 touchdowns, and he's only played 4 games. They had a bye week last week. This guy, he's averaging more fantasy points than Le'Veon Bell, Melvin Gordon, Ezekiel Elliott, some of the premier running backs. This guy, he's getting his, plain and simple. If you can get up to him, I think he's a great cash game play this week. He's looking really good. He's looking promising, and he's been very, very consistent. He's the most consistent running back by the numbers so far this season through the first 5 weeks, and he had a bye week this week. So you gotta like Freeman a lot. Next, I'm gonna go to my guy. I think this guy is very close to a cash game lock. You got C.J. Anderson. The guy's just too cheap. He's only $7,000 on Fanduel. He's going against the Giants. The Giants are absolutely horrible offense, defense. They're just a bad team. They're 28th versus the run, this year, and they're 29th versus defending running backs out the backfield. So I definitely could see Anderson sneaking a couple extra catches in than he usually does. He's fresh off of his bye week, so his legs are probably going to be feeling good. I could definitely see him getting his 20 carries. He's got 20 carries in 3 of the 4 games this year. So I could definitely see them, at an 11.5 favorite. They can get up, and they're just going to run the ball. Jamal Charles may get a couple carries, but, they're showing that Anderson is the clear running back one that they want to go with. I really like this guy. I think he should be a little bit more expensive than he is. And like I said, at $7,000 on FanDuel, I feel like that's a great value. So next, we'll move down a little bit. I like Ingram, going against Detroit. Ingram, he's shown the past couple of years he's been, a great fantasy running back. But the problem is this year they brought in Adrian Peterson. They have the guy Kamara. So everybody's splitting all this workload. Now that they shipped out Peterson, I could definitely see him getting the clear first and second downs. With Kamara spelling him on third down. But Ingram's a good pass catcher, running back as well. So I like him. I think he's a great play this week. He's super cheap, and if he does get his 20 carries, which I'm guessing he is gonna get with Peterson gone, then he's very underpriced. Plain and simple. Kamara, he's more of the pass catching running back. They haven't really given him too many snaps, so you gotta look at Ingram this week. I really like Ingram. I'm going against the Lions. I think this is gonna be a high scoring game. I think it's going to go back and forth, and Ingram, he looks really, really good. Next, we'll talk about McKinnon, Jared McKinnon. He was supposed to be the third down back, and Latavius Murray was supposed to be the first and second down back. And this guy, he just took over last week. He said, "I need to be the clear running back," pretty much. He went off for 16 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown. He also caught 6 passes for 51 yards. He has tremendous upside. I really like him against Green Bay. I think this could definitely be a shootout. And he can get those extra catches, and we like that, especially like if you want to talk about DraftKings where you get the PPR points. And he's pretty inexpensive. He looks really good this week. And lastly, the guy I'm going to be looking at this guy hard. Just because he's way underpriced. He's $4,900. You got Perrine for the Washington Redskins going against the San Francisco 49ers. He's just super cheap, plain and simple. And Rob Kelly is already pretty much announced out, even though it's not official. The Washington Redskins are a 10.5 favorite. So it seems like they're just going to get up early on San Francisco and run the ball. And last week the Redskins had a bye week. Week 3 and week 4, Perrine, he got at least 20 carries each game. He didn't do much with the carries. He's averaging like 2.5 yards a carry, which isn't nothing good. But the fact that he's getting the workload, you got to be very happy with that. So, that's kind of where I'm at for running backs. I like Gurley. I like Leonard Fournette, Devontae Freeman, C.J. Anderson, Mark Ingram, Jared McKinnon, and then lastly, I like Perrine for the Washington Redskins. So thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, please put a comment below, and we could kind of talk about one of my picks if you have more questions about them, or if you have a question about something that you like and that I didn't mention. Let me know, and we can have a discussion about it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button below, and I'll be back tomorrow with our wide receiver picks. All right, have a good evening.